Hello, viewers. Welcome to my channel, Sensor 360 Investor, where we leverage best practices from the companies we invest in from around the globe and apply them to the investing process. Investing is a complex process. It's multifaceted. With Sensor 360, um, and with the framework that's been designed, it has been designed with the individual retail investor in mind and help them by giving them a process on how to approach investing. Okay, so today we're going to talk about something that's not often discussed, which is the stewardship of a company. And the title of today's video is That's Jockey. Okay, before we continue, just a quick word about the disclaimer. This is not providing financial advice. Please pause, read, and then continue. Okay, so without much further ado, let's begin the show. Here's a link to a video that if you haven't seen, you may want to check out the 6 key factors of growth stocks. And today we're going to add 2 more to that. And the additional 2 factors, I actually call them levers, are the CEO, affectionately known as the jockey, and valuation. The purpose of this video is going to focus in on the CEO jockey lever. Okay, so a good racehorse can win, and most people bet on the horse itself. However, a good racehorse coupled with a great jockey adds that consistency, and that's where more races are won, and the horse becomes known for winning. Certainly, one of the best CEOs in today's times is Jamie Dimon. He's pretty well respected within the banking industry. Many think he's the banker of the decade, yeah, if not more. And he's certainly taken the companies he's been involved with up to great heights and run them with excellent stewardship. However, if how do you evaluate a jockey? I mean, looking at Jamie Dimon's one thing because we can see the track record and what he's done. But looking forward, how do we go about recognizing that the person at the helm is actually a good steward of the company, right? And that's we're going to touch a little bit on that. So here are some more CEOs that let's see. So I'll bring them up and see. You should be able to name most of them, right? This one might be a little tough. And then here we have the guy from Google, Microsoft, somebody you may not seen or heard of, Ratan Tata. And over there, Reed from Netflix, free Jeff Bezos, previously at Amazon. Someone else you may not be familiar with is Lena Nair, CEO of Chanel. Lisa Su, you may have come across at AMD. Everybody should know this guy, Elon Musk. Some of you may not know this guy, Chantri's over Adobe. Everybody probably knows this guy, Tim Cook at Apple. And there were a lot of question marks over Tim when he arrived at Apple as well. So these are some of the more well-known CEOs. A few you may not know, but certainly all the companies that these folks lead are considered, reputable and good governance and good stewardship over them. So how can you make that evaluation? So here's a few ideas for you in terms of the qualities. So this is just straightforward management, from world of management. You can look at their vision, and you can see Elon's vision for Tesla, the mission, the type of culture that they create at these organizations, and then the strategy. What's their business strategy looking forward? How are they going to compete? And then how do they execute against those plans? And then you can measure their performance. Are they delivering in their execution? Because execution could be good, it could be poor. And then other soft factors like integrity. Do they walk the talk, and how do they treat their staff and how they treat the analysts uh, and the vendors and their peers. Other things you can look at other qualities as well. I listed a few just to um, you know seed some ideas like diversity, which is big these days with DEI, sorry, collaborative styles, management styles, what their compensation looks like. Are they reasonably fairly paid or are they overpaid? And one measure of overpayment is things like third party interactions or third party expenses, corporate jets, etc. So you can take a look at these elements and score them. And one framework I'll give you is you can actually use performance management review, which if you work at an organization or if you own a company, you're probably familiar with these instruments and how they're used. But certainly there are some benefits in the framework. Do they set like OKRs and KPIs, and then are there metrics behind them to track performance? So these two bullet points here can actually cover a lot of this stuff down here around strategy, execution, performance, and even integrity, because there are qualitative factors in the performance management review. Other things you can look at is, by the types of industry that are being led, certainly in the tech world, one common quality that most of the CEOs possess is that common to all of these folks is an engineering background. Elon didn't have a formal engineering background, but he studied engineering and then some. And then like even Tim Cook was an industrial engineer. So, and then obviously all of these three are fairly well known. So you can look for threads within the industry to see what is you can benchmark and profile against a successful company and a successful CEO, and then compare the others to that profile to see if they're going to be successful stewards as well. So hopefully that gives you a couple of ideas. And then before we wrap up, just a quick word. Here's the disclaimer in case you didn't read it earlier. You can pause the video here, read through. And as we finish up, a quick note on the comment about it takes a good horse, which is a company with good products and services, coupled with a good CEO, which is the jockey. And it's the combination of the two that can produce consistency in the markets in terms of performance and rewarded by stock and share prices moving up. And final word on if you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, please click like and share with your friends, family, and leave a comment if you think this was useful. Okay, so I will see you on the next video. For now, goodbye.